Hey guys, welcome back. So obviously I missed the Newman pick a card reading again, but I still did want to make a pick a card reading, so I'm going to do a messages from spirit. There will be an extension on Patreon for my Patreon members, and also if you are unaware that I have one, there's Patreon and we have a book club, and I think it's cool, but that's just me. That being said, if you really resonate with this reading and you want to book one with me personally, you can find a link below to do that. There's a ton of links below, and also if you want to keep up with me, Instagram is really the only place that I'm consistently active. So without further ado though, let's go ahead. I have 3 stickers today. That's what I chose to go with. We have this cute little llama, and we have this little like decorative Southwest kind of skull thing, and then an adorable little elephant. So pick the sticker that resonates with you, and then we will get into your reading. All right, pile 1, if you chose this adorable little llama sticker, this is going to be a reading. All right, pile 1. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's a little rough to start with. It doesn't mean we'll end rough, but it's definitely a little rough to start with. We have, just for those of you who do read and want to know what the cards all are, we have a 8 of Wands in reverse, a 5 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Swords, and then we have a Queen of Cups that came out with a 9 of Wands in reverse. And then on the clarifying row, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. We have 2 aces, so it's not all bad. I think in general it's not bad, but I won't usually say that because I'm optimistic, but it's a little rough. It looks like you've got, more than anything, it looks like you have delays in regards to offers of money. It also looks like you have some potential deceit or lies around money, around the offering. Like somebody saying this is going to get you so much money, but they're asking for like an investment on your behalf, but they're just going to steal your investment. It's not a legitimate offer. You're waiting for a legitimate offer to come in of some kind, but it's delayed. There seems to be a lot of people kind of all in conflict together, and that conflict is bringing a collapse. It's necessary. The Tower is here. When I see the Tower, people are often scared of the Tower, but the Tower to me is a necessity. It's like the universe clearing out the things that aren't actually serving you, whether you want them to or not, which is often not wanting them to. So there seems to be a lot of conflict, and it's creating, this conflict is collapsing things out from underneath you, which is probably very painful and uncomfortable. The bottom deck is the 3 of Swords. So there's definitely some heartache and some pain going on, but it's a necessity. It's as much as you don't want this loss and these things taken away from you, it's being done for your best interest. And then with the Queen of Cups coming out stuck with the 9 of Wands in reverse, it just makes me feel this kind of loss of like emotional perseverance, like being drained, like you've been running a marathon emotionally speaking, and you've kind of given up the ability to fight anymore. Like you don't have the will to keep going. However, this is being clarified by an Ace of Wands, which is like a new passion ignited, right? So it's almost like right when you reach the end of your rope, when you feel like you can't persevere anymore, where like you're trying to, but you don't really know if you can, there is coming a renewed passionate inspiration of some kind. I don't know just yet what that is. We're going to look into it for sure. You have 2 aces here, the Ace of Pentacles, which is about money, and then the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles feels more like a warning than it does a blessing, incoming blessing, because it's clarifying the 7 of Swords, which is typically a card about deception, dishonesty, theft, lies, that kind of thing. It's clarifying it. So it's almost like there's an opportunity which seemingly may, or someone's telling you that it's going to be very prosperous, but the universe is saying they're full of shit and don't listen to them at all. Again, this is a general reading. I will say real quick, this is a general reading, which means this reading is going to be seen by I don't know how many people, which means not every message is going to apply to you. So please don't make wild financial decisions based on this reading. But for a lot of you, this could be a warning. If it's you, I think you'll know it's you. If this pertains to you, you'll know in your gut. You'll have a synchronicity, or you'll feel right to you, or something like that. Regardless, for those of you it doesn't fully, who doesn't currently have some big offer by somebody who might be lying, in that case, I would say still be careful around your money. Like, be careful who you lend it to, be careful who has access to it, and make sure that you also are being honest about your means and what you can actually afford, or what is really within your grasp. Like, if you're looking to buy a house and you're considering, maybe I can purchase this, it's a little on my budget, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Like, no, be honest with yourself about what you can actually afford. You might regret that later. We're going to go ahead and clarify this. The first one to come out is another tower card, which is going to sit on top of our pre-existing tower card. And then we have the solar plexus chakra. And the heart chakra, which is going over that. There might be, I don't know, we'll see. There might be love for some of you, because we do have, I've got this painful heartbreak, kind of third party energy, or whatever vibe. The Queen of Cups, with her inability to keep persevering, along with that Ace of Wands energy, kind of gives me the vibe. And then I got the heart chakra over it, so I think for some of you that may be the case, but not all. We'll get into it though. And then we have the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, that's going over that Five of Swords, which again, this card is called Patience and Planning. This is going to sit on top of that Ace of Pentacles with that Seven of Swords. So for those of you, it's letting me know that for those of you who may have resonated more strongly with the idea that you need to be more honest with yourself about your financial means, this is a double down to let me know, to let you know that absolutely that's for you. Some of you need to be honest about your own finances with yourself, or maybe with a partner, who knows. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is called Moving On, and that's the top. All right, so the way that I typically do my clarifiers, if you're new here, hopefully you can see all this, I don't know. I can't see the backlight camera, so I have no idea what you can see. But I tried to frame the whole desk in it. So when I clarify my cards, what I do my rows, and then I build a little pyramid. The reason why I build a pyramid is because it gives me a focal point. Everything kind of channels into one focal point on top. Now in this particular case, that focal point is a Six of Swords. In this deck, it's called Moving On. Again, so I think a lot of you, this may be a myriad of things. It may be leaving a partner that causing financial strain or business strain, something like that. It could be all kinds of stuff. But in essence, having that tower twice, the conflict, the delays, this is all about you having an entire chapter in your life put behind you. And I think a lot of you are maybe having a hard time with letting that chapter go and not wanting to do that. But the spirit, universe, whatever you want to believe in, is here giving a real strong confirmation that that is in your best interest. Additionally, I'm being drawn to the fact that the Moving On, the Six of Swords card, the two below it are the Emperor, which is called Authority, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is called Patience and Planning. This is all about building a really strong Four. The Emperor is the fourth card in the major arcana. Four is for foundations. This is it's about building a really strong foundation and patiently planning out what it is you would like to accomplish, and moving forward, moving into smoother waters with that plan. The base of the pyramid is the Tower, the solar plexus, and the heart chakra. That means getting your will and your heart in the same frequency, like getting it into agreement, and also getting rid of anything that doesn't belong or doesn't serve you. So the Tower card, which in this deck is called Disruption, is about removing the things that you don't need to have with you. And I find it really interesting that in this particular deck, the art depicts a man, and it's kind of broken up into pieces, and each one is kind of sectioned off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't have chakras necessarily, but then we have the solar plexus and the heart chakra, and it's almost like your will and your heart, your desire, are kind of disjointed, and you're being asked to really analyze those things and get them to be in coherence together so that you can have the authority, the patience, and the planning to move forward in the smoother waters and leave this whole chapter behind you. Whatever it is that's happening, whatever that's falling away from you right now, whatever is kind of collapsing like sand between your fingertips, just fucking let it go. Because holding on to it is, it's just taking, you're gonna lose it. It doesn't matter. You're just holding on to things, you're making it harder for yourself than it really even has to be. I am going to I'm going to clarify and ask about this kind of Ace of Wands. What is the renewed passion, or what is it to look forward to, that kind of thing, and see what we get. And then I'm going to pull some oracle cards. If this pile is really resonating strongly with you, there will be an extension on Patreon for Patreon members. I don't remember which level. I don't remember if I think all levels get extension. I don't remember. Actually, I think it might be, I don't remember. But there's Patreon for extensions. Also, you can book private readings with me. Link below for that. There's also links below to send tips or gifts, or follow me on Instagram, or fucking whatever. There's a million. There's a website. There's a podcast I never post on, but that I will eventually again. That is my alarm telling me that I have to stop the video now. And for those of you who are new here, my camera only records for 20 minutes at a time, which means that I have to have an alarm, and then when it goes off, I get up and I push record again. Alright, so let's figure out what this Ace of Wands is about, and also what blessings are coming. What is this ignited passion about? This Ace of Wands. What do we got going on here? Just put 3 cards, maybe 4. Up to you. 3 or 4. Ooh. One more. Okay. All right. We have clarity, for sure. Rest, clarity. Again, we got this reverse Page of Swords and the reverse Knight of Cups, which, for me, the reverse Knight of Cups can kind of show. It's almost like a greed kind of feeling. It depends how I explain it, what it's next to, but. You have the King of Swords. King of Swords is, for me, it's a card of clarity, right? So I think more than anything, it's a card to signify that clarity is on its way. There is, however, there's fogginess. It's like you don't. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting more than anything else from these cards. The Four of Swords is standing out a lot to me. It's almost like this has been a really exhausting cycle, and instead of me even telling you what it is you're supposed to be excited about, or what passion or blessings are coming, the cards here are about clarity and rest, and you need to have new ideas, fresh perspectives, and you need to figure out what it is that you want. That seems to be, you don't know what you want, you don't have fresh new ideas. You need clarity. That's going to start to come. You need rest. And I think, this isn't really supposed to be a seasonal reading, but I would say more than anything else that there's a need for you to kind of spend maybe the fall as much as you can reasonably, kind of go within and rest, and don't engage in drama, don't engage in bullshit, don't even bother with the conflict. Just rest and spend some time with yourself. That's, I think, what most so that you can get the clarity you need to know what it is that you need to do to move forward. There's a call here for you to plan a new strong foundation, but I can't even tell you what it is that you need to plan because you haven't figured it out yet. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards, and then if you're a Patreon member, there will be an extension for this pile on Patreon. Yeah, the answers you need are coming. Don't let your past hold you back. And time to give rather than take. But the way that this card came out, oh, there's more here. The way that this card came out, on top of this one, it really made me feel like it's time to give to yourself. Like you really need to give more to yourself. You need to fill your own cup for a while. And the last one is hold your vision, which again, I think you really need to spend some time getting your answers, figuring out your vision, getting clear on everything. Not this one. And then go from there. You have magic, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. And then you have leadership. This again gives me Emperor energy. Leadership, step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. And miracles, have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered, surrender the how. That's a lot of you needing to find the balance almost between surrendering and taking control and like taking authority of your life. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success and enjoy your achievements. Yeah, just kind of, it's all working out. It's all going to work out really well. You just need to kind of let it, more or less. I don't know. I gotta do one more, and I think that'll be about it. Ooh. The Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. It may be a call for you to tend to your inner child and your childhood wounds. If you haven't done much shadow work, I have a couple of videos on shadow work. If you don't know anything about it, I would recommend, obviously I'm biased, but I recommend I have an intro to shadow work where I explain what it is, how it works, why you should do it. And then I have a couple other videos where I go through various prompts and kind of walk you through some other steps of it. If you are familiar with shadow work, but maybe you haven't done a lot of inner child work, this could be a call for you to go ahead and tend to your inner child. And then we have Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Yeah, and we had all that conflict in the beginning, and it's almost like the conflict is here for your benefit. It doesn't feel like it necessarily, but it is forcing you to grow. This polarity, the tension between the polarity of it kind of creates the alchemical process that allows you to ascend. And also, it's taking away the things that aren't serving your highest good. So let the things fall away that want to fall away, and don't worry too much else about it, okay? Now, if this is where I leave you, then have a wonderful, I don't know, week. Next time I'll see you. I usually say have a wonderful lunar cycle or a new moon, because that's usually when I do my readings, but that's not what's happening today, so I don't know what to say now. Bye, I guess. Again, links below if you're interested, and also if you're a Patreon member, then you can catch the extension for this pile over on Patreon. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Alright, pile 2. If you chose the skull, leafy, feathery thing, this is your reading. Alright, pile 2. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, from the minute I started shuffling your cards, I have felt like a fucking space cadet. I was literally just telling myself, like, focus, be present, what are you doing, where are you at? You're not even looking at these cards, Stormie, like, hello, what happened? So I'm going to assume that's you. Also, this card fell out, and I put it back in, and it's on the bottom now. So that one, and that I saw all of those. Yep, okay, those are relevant. Okay, so we have, for those of you who read and want to know what cards we got, we have Justice, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse, clarified by Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, the Wheel reversed. Okay, so it seems like it's mixed messages, and I feel so spacey. It's a lot like you reach a point of waiting for so long that you kind of burned out and got bored, right? For a lot of you, this is going to be love, for sure. For a lot of you, it's going to be waiting for a romantic offer from a specific person or from somebody, and you kind of like you've had offers, but they're not the ones you want. You want something else. For those of you, it's not love. I think it's about, I don't know, like a project moving forward, like a personal entrepreneurial kind of project. The big positive that we have here is Justice being clarified with the Queen of Wands. This is like power combination. This is like cosmic justice and balance over this really strong creative energy. Like, you're going to get the universe is supporting this endeavor kind of thing. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups being clarified by the Knight of Cups in reverse, and it's almost like not getting these offers. The Knight of Pentacles takes so long. It's a slow moving offer. It is a sure offer, but it's a slow moving offer. And it's almost like it's, even in the cards, the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the Four of Cups girl. And if you see, he's taking so long to get there, and she's so tired of waiting. She's just like, this has been forever. And it's almost like the passion and spark has burned out in the waiting. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse being clarified by the Wheel in reverse. Now, the Wheel in reverse, it's not great, but the good part of the Wheel is, when I see the Wheel, I usually say your blessings are coming. They're just not here yet. Wheel has to reverse itself around. When it's reversed, it's still misfortune. When it's upright, that's when the big blessings come in. That's when the timing is correct. It looks like the reason for the lack of timing is, again, it's the same thing. You have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is all about kind of really intense daydreamy energy. It's what I have going on right now. It's like you have all these things in front of you that you could be doing to further move this kind of big Queen of Wands justice energy, but you're not doing any of it because you're too busy doing this number, like just staring, being kind of disappointed and kind of bored and kind of over it, but also thinking of endless possibilities, but it's not moving you forward. There's no practicality in it. It's very Pisces, dreamy, whatever. The bottom of your deck is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is all about walking away. Like, whatever it is that you are obsessing over, you need to walk away, because if it's meant to be, if it's meant to come to you, it will regardless. You are getting yourself stuck and stagnated in this waiting phase because you're so focused on the waiting that you're not proactively doing fucking anything. And it's holding you back. Whatever it is that you're not doing is holding you back. We're going to clarify Three of Pentacles, which is great. Six of Swords, moving on. Six of Wands, victory, success. We have recognition and reward, victory and success. Moving on. Yeah, it's like as soon as it's moving on is in between. We have recognition and reward on this side, victory and success on this side, and moving on is in the middle. It's the moving on that gets you all of it. Like, you are so powerful, you just haven't put forth the effort necessary. We have the Sun card. We have Triumph, which is the Chariot card. Like, this is so much intense victory, like, incoming. So much of it. I think maybe it's, and then the top of the pyramid, the Six of Cups, memories of love. It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia. I think you've been waiting for for those of you, bottom of the deck is the Devil, which is the same card I almost left out but didn't. Yeah. So for those of you where it's a love interest, okay, you're single, you've been waiting for somebody specific, I would say the minute you stop waiting and you move forward is the minute you win, and you will have love. For those of you who have been hesitant, it's love, but you've been hesitant to actively pursue it, you're being said the minute you pursue it, the minute you go after it, it's yours. For those of you where it is not love, I would say it's definitely a creative entrepreneurial project of some kind. Victory, so much victory, like so fucking much triumph and victory, and like the energy, it's the energy of like building something out of a fucking garage that turns into $1 billion company. Like that's the kind of energy, victory energy you have here. It's like from the bottom to the top, right? You just have to move it forward. You have to do it, and you have to do it, like, do it, right? That makes any sense? All right, I'm gonna pull some oracle cards. If this is resonating with you, there will be an extension reading. That extension reading will be on Patreon only. If you want to book a reading with me, there's a link below to do that. There's also links below if you want to, again, give tips or gifts or anything like that. It's not expected, but it's always appreciated. Yeah, so I'm going to do some tarot or some oracle cards, and then I'll move it over to the extension reading on Patreon. We have adjustments are required, a new start is coming, a win-win for outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra, and nothing will come of the situation. I love that it's a win-win and a new start, and adjustments are required, nothing will come of it. It's almost like it's all or nothing, really. It's really the energy is all about, like the sitting and waiting, nothing will come of it. It's a void of course moon card, but where with the new moon, the new energy, that the active new seeds planted, that kind of thing, then a win-win outcome is forecast. You have to move forward those. You have to leave behind the things that you need to leave behind, and then a stupid fucking amount of victory is ahead. Again, a new start. A lot of big, new, bold energy, but there's also you have the Six of Swords, which is moving on, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Cups too. There's a lot of you needing to leave things behind energy, for sure. Blech. Trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe you will fly. Faith is magic, for the record. If you didn't know it, now you know it. Faith is literally magic. Miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. If a lot of this that's happening is you trying to figure out how, then this is your sign to not worry about the how. It will work itself out. All you have to do is do. And passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy level. That's what I'm saying. Like this just sitting around thing, you gotta fire yourself up, and it's gonna be like so much winning. Like so much winning is ahead. I'm gonna grab you one more. It's gonna be the Universe Has Your Back cards, and then I'll move it over to Patreon. Oh, I know one of them came out. Here it is. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Don't just go with the flow. Don't push against it. Hold on. I have to reset my camera now. You also have, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. And I'm going to do one more of these. Oh, there's already one flipped over. Hold on. Ah, the universe works fast when I'm having fun. That's what I'm saying. Stop sitting around mulling, being whatever. Move it forward. It'll move for you. So if this is where I leave you, then thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit like or subscribe, interactions with my content, leave comments. It really helps me to grow the channel, helps the algorithm, and I appreciate it more than you know. If you're going to see me on Patreon, then I will see you on Patreon. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, pile 3. If you chose this adorable fucking elephant, this is your pile. All right, pile 3. All right, so for those of you who read cards and want to know what they are, we have the Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, and Death in reverse, followed, clarified by the Four of Cups, Five of Swords, the Star reversed, and the Two of Cups. So the first row that we have is the Hierophant being clarified by the Four of Swords. This is all about taking time to rest and go within yourself and heal your heart to find the wisdom within the struggles that you've endured. This is honestly a theme for all 3 piles. I think all 3 piles have been asked to, on some capacity, go within and learn lessons of the pain they've been through. I'm getting the impression that a lot of my viewers have had a particularly painful summer. I don't really fully understand. But it looks like all of you need to take a little time to go within. There's learning and lessons to assist you in your spiritual growth and ascent that can be found within yourself. You also have the Ten of Pentacles being clarified by the Five of Swords. This is about mental conflict or conflict within yourself, or, you know, kind of worrisome energy over your home life, particularly maybe your finances. Maybe you are struggling financially and you're not really sure what to happen with your home life. And you're sinking into this kind of like feeling of darkness that's causing you to lose a little bit of hope, perhaps. You're not really sure what to happen next, da-da-da-da-da. And then we have the Death card being Death reversed, clarified by the Two of Cups. This is about releasing. You have the Eight of Cups is on the bottom of your deck, okay? Let me see what's underneath it. Yeah, and the Ten of Wands. Every single person that I've read, all the piles I've read today, have had some level of walking away from something or other. And it looks like you've reached this point where you're ready to start letting go. Oh, no. No. I'm thinking of the devil. Never mind. This is about this is about a resistance to let go. That makes way more sense. Then we have the Eight of Cups reverse. Yeah, absolutely. There's a resistance. Again, like every fucking buddy else today, there's a resistance to letting go. And that's fine. It's natural. We're all a little hesitant to change. With you, it seems to be in relation to a partnership, perhaps, or in relation to your ideas of maybe love, something like that. There's a lot happening outside of my house. I'm not really sure. But more than anything else, the general message is that you have to be willing to have a rebirth if you want things to change. Like, you are kind of stuck in this mental torment, and if you want things to change, you have to be able to allow them to change and not be attached to the idea of them being stuck where they are. I'm really, again, intensely drawn towards the Hierophant and the Four of Swords, which is about, it's really good energy that's happening here. It's about, like, I mean, this girl looks like she's peacefully sleeping in a little nest. And this particular Hierophant card is a guy like laughing with the stairs behind him. It's a really good energy. It's like once you go within to rest and kind of find the higher learning within you is when I think you'll find that everything starts to make more sense. And the stress that you're having will kind of fall away as it begins to make sense, the lessons that you're learning and how to move forward with it, really. Then we have, it's called Sacrifice, but it's the Hangman. We have Mental Conflict, which is the Two of Swords, which is going over our pre-existing mental conflict card. If you're new here, I tend to clarify my cards with a pyramidal clarification. This allows me to channel all of the cards into one hierarchy of messages. So the base layer pyramid is going to be the Hangman, the Two of Swords, and the Heart Chakra, which is Sacrifice, Mental Conflict, and Heart Chakra. And then we're going to make our second row of your pyramid. It's going to be Base Chakra and Seven of Pentacles, which is Patience and Planning. And the top of your pyramid is going to be the Third Eye Chakra. You got 3 chakras in your pyramid. So again, this is drawing my eye back over to the Hierophant. For you, this is really about higher learning. More than most of the piles, I think for you, this is, and we have the Four of Swords, which is that same card on the bottom again. This is really about higher learning, and you are being asked, there's lessons here for you to learn. You need to learn them. They're going to expand your heart, help ground you in, and also assist you in understanding more about the spiritual realm of things. But you're going to have to take time to rest to learn those lessons. That's the core of your initial message. Yes, you have conflict, and I can see that you have struggling with the idea of hope, and not wanting things to fall apart, not wanting things to die out, not wanting to walk away from stuff. But the answers for how and why and what to let go and all that is within you already, and you're being asked to go within and seek those out. I'm going to grab you some oracle cards before I head this over to the extension video. If this is resonating with you and you're a Patreon, there'll be an extension. If not, you can become a Patreon to watch the extension. Additionally, you can book a reading with me personally in the links below. There's also links for other stuff, podcast, website. You can leave tips, you can buy gifts. I'm not expected at all, but I super appreciate them when I get them. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and put this together with some more oracle cards, and then I'll move forward into the extension. We have your hard work is paying off, emotions are running high, and nothing will come of the situation. So this card is nothing will come of the situation. That's going over this reverse death card and this Two of Cups, which is about it's kind of romantic love and something like that. A resistance to change. It can also be about partnerships. There's a Void of Course Moon card saying that, like, this isn't, you have to be able to let things go. You need to let things go that aren't working out for you. This emotions running high are going over, we have two conflict cards, okay? Two of them. I didn't really talk about your pyramid too much. Let me go back to that real quick. We have the Hanged Man, which is called Sacrifice. The Two of Swords, which is mental conflict, and the Heart Chakra. This is all about looking at things from a different perspective. You have mental conflict in between the Heart Chakra card and the Hanged Man. This is a new perspective and your feelings, and you not being able to add the two together, you know what I mean? And the second row is your base chakra, grounding, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is patience and planning. This is about you patiently planning and grounding your life in. This is all going to come to you intuitively, all of what you should plan, how to do it, where your heart chakra lies. It will all come to you intuitively if you spend the time to go within and learn the wisdom. That's the message there. And then you have New Moon in Capricorn, which is about your hard work paying off. This is about your spiritual work, and you've been working on healing and learning and growing and that kind of stuff. And it is working out for you. You're just being asked. It never ends. Like, it's not like you reach the finish line. The universe is infinite. You are also infinite. Learning never ceases, and therefore you will always expand. Just because you've reached a certain level does not mean you're done. It says your hard work's paying off, but you're being asked to continue to do the work. I'm going to grab you a couple of Universe Has Your Back cards. And now I'll grab you a unicorn, because the unicorns are fucking great. We have, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And then you have true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. It's real shit. My fearless freedom lights up the world. This is about freeing yourself. This is about healing yourself. This is about learning to be authentic and to hold that presence despite any opposition. Discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Again, it's about going within. This is you worry about you, not anybody else. Prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So all that worrisome about money, you need to trust that it's coming. If you trust that it's coming, allow that prosperity to flow into you. You will find that it does. This is going to be it for the baseline reading. I hope it was helpful. More than anything else, it's you are learning a very great deal right now. You've done a lot of work already. You're being asked to do more work, but you have to, like, rest. I literally can see you, like, laying in bed, just staring at a wall with, like, music on in the background, just hanging out, just figuring out what's happening within you. There are lessons there for you to help to learn how to plan and how to move forward with your life, and Spirit would like you to do that more than anything, okay? If this was helpful to you, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments. It helps me more than you know, and I appreciate it tremendously. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.